Hello there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, more than a dozen ethnic Tigrayans are in the custody of Fano fighters. Uh, what happened? Why did Fano fighters capture ethnic Tigrayans who are members of Ethiopian National Defense Force? Were they part of any operation against Fano? Details for you in this video. Secondly, Taye Dendea, Minister of Peace, who created shockwaves across Ethiopia yesterday, was interviewed a few hours ago by a news source. What did he say? Is he ready to face the consequences? And who is behind that? Then why did he take this strong position against the Prime Minister of Ethiopia? We have details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, it seems that more than a dozen ethnic Tigrayans are in the custody of Fano fighters. I have confirmed that through some exclusive sources. The Fano fighters stormed a prison a few days ago, this week rather, in 3 days ago rather, in Ago Avi zone. I had a video on that. They entered Dangala prison center was stormed by Fano fighters. And there they released prisoners. Dangala is one of key towns in Aguavi zone. And there they released Fano members who were there imprisoned. They released some former ASF members who were there. Thirdly, they captured some Tigrania-speaking Ethiopian National Defense Force members. The Tigrania-speaking ENDF members were imprisoned at Dangala prison center. If you remember, when the war broke out between Tigray and Ethiopian federal government in 2020, Tigrania-speaking ENDF members were detained. They were, in most cases, they were not part of the war, but they were detained by military because military had suspicions that the Tigrania-speaking ENDF members could support TDF members in the war. So they detained Tigrania-speaking ENDF members and imprisoned them. Since then, thousands have been in prisons. I think some released as well, but the attack on Nangala and presence of Tigrania-speaking ENDF members there indicates that still Tigrania-speaking ENDF members are imprisoned there, who were imprisoned or put in prison in 2020. Fano fighters, when they entered the prison, they met with some Tigrania-speaking ENDF members. They did not hurt them reportedly. They did not attack them. Rather, they took them along with them. So they are now in the custody of Fano fighters. What are Fano fighters planning, by the way? Are they planning to demand ransom, or they going to use these Tigrania-speaking ENDF members as a bargaining chip in talks with maybe Tigray in future? What is the real plan? I talked to people, and they said that Fano groups are in touch with the families of those Tigrania-speaking ENDF members, and these ENDF members will be released, but they'll be released to meet with the family members. Though for me it does not make sense, because if these ENDF members, speaking, are released, they're allowed to go to Tigray. I don't think they'll be allowed to remain out of prison. They'll be re-arrested by the government. But so far, what I've been able to confirm is that 18 speaking ENDF members have been captured by Fano fighters. And maybe they release them in coming days. I'll update you if I get any information about the release of these ENDF members. Overall, if Fano fighters release these people, it would be a good sign for reconciliation between Fano and TDF. Both are arch rivals. Fano groups participated in the war against Tigray. TDF, Fano are uh, arch rivals. I wouldn't say enemies, but such measures, if taken, release of ENDF members from Tigrayan could pave the way for reconciliation between EDF and Fano. Let's see what happens in coming videos. Secondly, viewers, Taye Dendea is not using any vague terms. Unequivocally, he's after the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, PM Abiy. We saw that on two occasions in the past 1 week, he criticized the government. He was fired yesterday by the Prime Minister. He shared a social media post criticizing the government. And then he appeared on a news channel, Ethio Forum, interviewed him. And there he spoke about the reasons behind his decision. Why did he criticize the government? And what is his response to PM Abiy's decision of firing him? Taye did not pull any punches at the interview a few hours ago. He said that he's happy. He said he's happy that he's been fired because he called for peace. If calling for peace can lead to dismissal, he's happy. Then he said, I am ready for all the consequences. I'm struggling for my people, so nothing can stop me from this struggle. I'm ready. Thirdly, he used again very strong language against the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. He said he's monster who's playing with the blood of innocent people. Fourthly, he talked about the conflicts, war on Tigray, that we became part of the war because we thought that this war was necessary for national security. But the war devastated Ethiopia, and that PM Abiy's government is focused on building projects like palaces. It has no care for the suffering of the innocent people of Ethiopia. So he reiterated his position that what he said is not what he said is well thought out, and he stands by his words. Important question is, who is behind Taye Dendea? Where is he now? Is he still operating freely? Is he in Addis Ababa? Obviously, he has no government portfolio now. It remains to be seen, but I did a live chat a few hours ago about Taye Dendea and PM Abiy confrontation. By the way, I have not seen this type of strong criticism of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia in the last 3 years from a Prosperity Party member. Since I started covering Ethiopia, Taye Dendea is the first one who did not pull any punches. He just lashed out at the Prime Minister. And PM Abiy, I don't think would tolerate this criticism. Once President Taye demanded PM Abiy resignation. What happened after that? Taye was arrested. So I think Taye will have to face consequences. Where will he face consequences? In prison with Ola abroad. He made options, by the way. Either Taye Dendea is going to flee the country. Maybe he has already fled the country. Or he is going to join Ola, or he is going to operate in coordination with the Oromo Liberation Army, like Skandar did. Skandar, though, is openly leading a Fano group. Maybe Taye Dendea would work in collaboration with Ola. He's very close to Ola. Third option could be his arrest. I could not confirm his arrest so far. Rumors going around, but we're trying to get a verification. Overall, I concluded last night in the live chat that Taye Dendea's statements are going to lead to weakening of the support for Ethiopian PM Abiy in the Oromo region of Ethiopia. Yes, you can say that Dendea is not one of the most influential politicians in Oromia, but still he has following. And what he's saying maybe is the voice of other Oromos too. So he's, I think, expected to get public support. But we're waiting to see where he is now. Is he going to stay in Ethiopia, and if he stays in Ethiopia and he's not arrested, then again question will arise that why isn't he being arrested while he is accusing the government for devastation of economy, for killing people, using very strong language, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Let's see. Coming hours are very crucial. Taye Dendea's arrest or his fleeing from Ethiopia or his working in coordination with Ola are going to have national level political consequences for the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. I think. For watching.